Right, so I was requested by a Tier 4 channel joiner to play 303 check and bring all T-34s and SD-100. Thankfully, they did not specify a a game mode, so I'm playing it in 10v10 because honestly, if you play this div in 1v1, you just it's changed it. You're just not gonna have a good time at all. The div just isn't very good for 1v1. It's really kind of made for something like 10v10. Even then, I do think it's the worst div in the game. The T-34's got changed in the patch. This went to heat instead of kinetic, and the accuracy went up, and the rate of fire went up, and the speed went up, but the price went up. And this is something these historical accuracy tards never really seem to understand. They're just like, yes, well, my tank is the best tank ever and can destroy everything, and that should be reflected in game. And then, okay, sometimes they get their way, and then the price goes up, and then it's useless. Because there are certain things that, they're kind of good when they're cheap. The T-34 had its place when it was, what, 30 points? It was 30 at one point. I think it was 35 most recently. The idea generally being that you kind of blob it up and you've got something useful behind it. This div doesn't have anything useful behind it, but the idea is you blob it up and it's nice cheap armor. So when you make these buffs, these so-called buffs, they are actually nerfs, but the historical accuracy tard does not actually play the game. He just sits in the armory, so he doesn't actually know about these problems. So yeah, the deal behind the division, I mean, it is kind of bad. The Zanisti weren't nerfed in the mini patch. As always, there's kind of a lag time between an issue being identified and that, being the solution being tested and so on. So these are still kind of broken. So we bring two cards of that, and my idea is I want to kind of play in like a towny kind of area where something like this with the Terrace Nice, big beefy squad with the Terrace Nice can do a lot of work. I'll buy 3 Krugs, and anybody who messes with me will have to fly into a Krug. And then in a town, I think all these can work. One thing that is weird is that this has bad stealth. It used to have mediocre stealth because it was a tank destroyer. I did think that was fixed in the patch, but it was not fixed in the patch. But the general idea is you keep the T-72 instructor with the T-34s and maybe a CV tank with them, and then the blob can kind of work. And if something hits the blob, well, the blob is comprised of very cheap units, although this is more expensive now. And so it can sort of make some ground. So we'll try and play it. We'll try and see how it goes. I brought this is 3 per card now. It used to be 4, which was broken. So I agree that 122 should be 3 per card. And then you've got the 82mm mortar with 6,000 meters range, which is still kind of super strong. But my idea is essentially I'm going to smoke in front of me, not right in front of me, but a little bit further back, so the tanks can shoot, but they're always in range to shoot. Although this being heat now means that you can't do the thing where you get it super close and kill them, but I guess that's what this is for. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, so here we are in game. We've got that absolutely classic, absolutely stacked Chinese anime team on one side versus a bunch of level 2s on the other. I'm on the level 2 team, so yeah, just get the copes out of the way. The best place for me to play would be here, but this map, the way it works is whoever goes here just gets hit by rocket arty for the entire game, so I'm not going there. This would be the worst place for me to go, which leaves me with the middle, which is a bad place to go simply because you also get rocket artied a lot. But we're on pact, which is very important because NATO gets less rocket arty, and also none of my units are really worth killing. So we'll play, and there might be a brief pause because I've got an Amazon thing coming. I had to order a new blender because my old one broke. Very sad. Anyway, so the idea is like 1 instructor, 1 CV, and you want these at the back, and then a bunch of these SD-100s and T-34s. Now, like, this is just straight better than this now, because of the changes, because it has more pen on the gun fires faster, it's got more armor, and it's cheaper. The issue, of course, is no machine guns, and also it's not got a turret, because it's a thing. I mean, it's got a little movement at the front, but it's not turreted. It's a tank destroyer, so it will aim and fire slower. It's best used on the defense. So I don't know. We'll get a mix simply because, yeah. But generally, like the T-34 buff to me looks a lot like a nerf. So I get a couple Krugs and Jess Sturker. The Krugs I will start switched off because who knows what happens in 10v10. There's every chance that my spawn road will get napalmed, so we do have to be aware of that. We don't have any proper airborne forward deployment. In terms of like honestly, if you're bad at the game, just try 10v10. You'll feel right at home, I can assure you. So it's just nice, chilled out, because you know you're 1/20th of the game. So there's not really much reason to worry. I mean, obviously, some people do still try hard, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. What I'm... Right. So that could have gone a bit better, but there it is. And it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. One join at the lowest levels worth 2,000 views, so if you feel bad about your ad block, it's a great way to support the channel. Otherwise, please just like the videos, it's free. It's my privilege to bring you these videos. I got some good news recently, so I'm feeling a bit better. So yeah, so this is the kind of, you know, strategy you'll see, and basically this guy will have practiced this like 20 or 30 times, so he knows exactly where to put it to kill everybody. This guy could have survived by unloading his units there, and the transports would have died, but the units wouldn't have died because it was cluster. But he ain't clued in. Anyway, I'm gonna fire my Krugs now. They didn't make a sound for some reason, but they missed, which is not surprising given what they are. So you should not be surprised by that. Anyway, you would expect the enemy to get here first because he has airborne. Well, we don't have airborne forward deployment. Obviously, we don't really know what the enemy's do. Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame. But that won't do anything to the T-34s, and the Jess Sturker's out in front. So we'll buy this, and then we'll get a Strela. So this guy's probably dead. This guy I'm hiding. Descent Law Wrigglers are pretty good against all this. And the Jess Sturker should do stuff, but if these are... Okay, they're little like rovers. This does have AT. They're empty. Interesting. Looks like my friend Kaforbi... Kirby spelt wrong, seemed to deal with that pretty well. I notice I'm Milan 2 there, but I'll just unload in time. It does get a little bit loud with all the rockets and stuff going off, so I do apologise if you can't hear me. So yeah, so far so good, honestly. I mean, that's a bit of an issue, but it's nothing we're not expecting. The Milan 2 is the issue. Oh no, really? Is that not... That's just the way it is. So, not really expecting like super great things here. Like I said, don't take it too seriously, right? Try and relax. Speaking mainly to myself, as you know, I'm a very highly strung individual. So, that can't hit me. These can, and they will just slowly kill all these, and the main issue is you don't have smoke. That's the issue, right? You don't have smoke. If you had smoke, you could... right, but it does lead to situations like this one, where he will cluster this, but even if he hits it, nothing there is really worth killing. Sadly, the Krugs missed again, but that's Krugs for you. I was sort of hoping there'd be somebody else's AA here. And there was a little bit, but that wasn't sufficient either, so... I need that mortar. I need that mortar. So now we're going to switch these off because of the Prowler. Yeah, the Krugs are more of like a statistically this trades well, so I was going to say I'd switch that off. Don't shortchange me, I switched that off. And it was not shortchanging me, it was 2 stops away on my new blender. So I'm not expecting great things here. If we accomplish anything, I'll be happy. That's why you move after you shoot. Oh my, this is dead. If that's a land too. It usually is in 10v10. So that's why you move after. So yeah, we just keep buying, I guess. Just keep buying. And so far we're winning, but it's not because of me. I mean, well, to be honest, the fact that we own this zone is good, but that's also not because of me either. That's classic Krug-like gameplay, that. So you miss everything, but you hit the 60% ECM to their effective 27%, 70% ECM vehicle. Because that's just how we roll in Krugland. So we've got, the point is to smoke so that they can't use their range advantage. The issue is all my guys have died. Oh dear, you know my cheap crap all died. So I probably should have opened with the you know. He's just immediately bought another one, which is pretty funny. Oh, he probably saw this, you know, because it was in range to aim. Well, if he did, he's not paying a lot of attention. So yeah, in 10v10 anything can work. Mainly because the game is only 1/20th up to you, so even if you play like crap, you still can win. And that's why you should try it if you're bad. And even if you're good. Oh, mate. Just wasn't fast enough. He must have seen it, you know when I said, oh, he didn't see it? He must have seen it then and started aiming then, because I did tell him to move after that, but obviously I am hit. Anyway, we need more crap. And yeah, the reason you keep the CV with it is because you upvet them and it gives them more accuracy. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to go AFK because I need to collect my pass. Now that's 10v10. Don't worry bro, I'll queue some orders. That makes me strong. I'm going to be so alive when I come back. I'll be so alive when I come back. Can't wait to answer the door like this. Everybody loves me when I'm here. Anyway. Right, so like most 10v10 players, I spent half of the match AFK, and now I'm back. So we're really only going to get one shot at this thing. So I was spending my points while I was just waiting for the driver to show up. So we've got a few more reinforcements, but nothing else has changed. We are still losing and so on. Where's my third crook? Because I see these... Oh, I see there's 3 then. Okay. So we will hose this A10 if possible, and then we will immediately move. We did not hose that A10, it was not possible. But it's not seed, so he doesn't know we're here. So, let's, okay, so there's the seed. They're switched off now, right, so yeah, we've got the mortars. These on, nano battery's not going to work, really. So that one's going to hit there. This one's going to hit here. And this one's going to hit here. And the plan is to charge down this road and then across. So that's what we're going to do. Where are my T-34s? Right. Everybody else is sort of still showing up, I think. But we do have plenty of units over here, right? Plenty of units over here. We just need to do it before the smoke goes, you know, because Smoke will go. Oh, okay. That's where everybody went. So the point behind the smoke is to stop them from shooting us from range, which they're currently doing. So the next step is to move very, very fast before a bomber comes. And they're hitting the smoke mortars, which we expected. I don't really think this is gonna work, but you know, we're here to represent, right? We're here. I can't see who's in there, and they're all getting artied because I blobbed too much, and obviously there's a lot of arty. There's gonna be a lot of arty. So yeah, this was too much of a blob here. That was very silly of me, and this attack has basically failed, but but that's how you play the div. Okay, and now we move all these. But yeah, too many people in this little block here. I should have attacked across a bit more. Got some more Zanisti up there. These guys weren't in their buildings, so they weren't doing good. These guys weren't in position, so I can't see anything. Despite that, we've taken the zone. So, you know, don't worry. Despite that, we have taken the zone. This guy coordinated his attack with me, so credit to K4B, right? And they come through the smoke, and then that's when you try and hit them with the close range tanks, because at close range the tank should do more. The issue is now that it's heat, the tanks are actually worse. At close range, it makes this strategy weaker. So I'm not really sure what the thought process was there, to be honest. Let's make this strategy weaker. The only strategy that works with this division. Yeah, it's too strong. I'm helping. It's sadly very common. Very common. I don't want to sound elitist, but basically if you have people making decisions who don't really understand the way the game plays out, and are just doing it because my tank, good tank, you know. So yeah, I am still getting heavily artilleried. I mean, that's just 10v10 for you. It doesn't matter what you do. You're gonna be, okay, whatever. I was gonna give advice, what's the point? So yeah, we've made it up to here, and then the issue with 10v10 is they had a patch and they changed it so that whenever you fire too many projectiles, half of them disappear now. So I can't actually tell where my own smoke is, because it keeps disappearing. But we made it to the edge of the zone, and I couldn't have done it without K4B. Ping left and was replaced by an AI, so that's bloody typical, as they say. So that's not actually going for me. That's nice. So yeah, the idea is... Oh shit, okay, my bad. So there was smoke here and it's faded, and that's why I'm getting hit by everyone in their NAM, so I should not have... But I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it right. I hope he's not talking to me. I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, there is still somebody up there. Fire! No, we missed, and usually you will, but the point is it's sort of like a balance of possibilities. So yeah, I figured, I did point that out, didn't I? I said, look, chances are they're just going to put somebody up there. I do need some recon up there, but there's just too much here for me to really, you know. Okay, see if we can get up there. Yeah, it's like a Leopard 2 and stuff. I'm going to struggle to kill that, actually. So we're going to smoke it with my 8 smoke rounds, which is not sufficient. And I'm going to go steal this guy's supply, because that's been sat there for a long time, and he clearly doesn't need it. If only this was kinetic at close ranges, I'd be able to do more. Sadly, a historian attempted to help me. Thanks for the help. Really appreciating that help. So, If you fire enough bullets, you're gonna hit anything. You do have to fire quite a few of those bullets, though. And the next thing is the splash. I need to deal with the splash by spreading out a bit more. So you see he's getting cohesion nuke, and eventually, you know, he'll just start missing more. Now everybody needs to shoot this. You really need to make sure they're all shooting the same target, otherwise they just don't do it. So I forgot to bring the good AT. Yeah, I did behind these military police vehicles is you put them with all the SD-100s. I'm just bad, so I don't do it. But yeah, the enemy has clearly been bamboozled by our stratagem, right? He's really struggling against this. Right, now I can move these forwards again. And yeah, either we got him or some of the 10 million other people also firing artillery got him. And that's it, we got our little zone. Now it's like, well, now you need to take the whole map. No, I don't. You can do whatever you like. I can do whatever I like. Welcome to 10v10. So, don't worry too much about that. I really don't want these guys going down the road. And yeah, you just gotta hide, because you never have the range advantage. Smoking's hard because it's very easy to counter battery now since the changes. So you lose your mortars really quickly now. Yeah, they will one-shot these. I ran out of Jester because, I mean, I got one left, but on the front line I ran out of Jester because I should have bought more AA. Should have brought more Jester because I wasn't expecting such a kind of... No, that thing's so expensive. Oh, there goes a large volume of supply. Yeah, this div kind of sucks at everything, so anti-helo, yep, sucks at that as well. The Bopar's just killing me, and there's not much I can really do about it. Quickly, I mean. I can wait for these to show up, but that's going to take a long time. I am shooting at it with this, but it's not very good. So it's fired 3 times, it hasn't hit once, so it's not particularly surprising. Right, now I don't want to fire from next to these because they're going to explode, and even though it's not mine, I am a good person. So we see him, and he's got no shot here, no shot. I was just not really in position to receive him, so... Unload now! I'm not in range. So yeah, there's quite a few people here, I guess. That's a shame, you just see him... Okay, we did hit him with something. And yeah, all my arty's dying, which is not particularly surprising. The main issue is he's in the open, and I can't do anything about stuff in the open. We should buy some Maryukas because of the wonderful things which are going on here. And I do kind of wish those SD-100s still had their mediocre stealth, because it would be very useful in this specific situation. Because he wouldn't be able to see them if they're shooting here if he doesn't have the recon, but that's not the way it is. It's not the way it is. So yeah, all my long-range arty's dead, and I need to save my mortars for when I really need them, because you only really get one chance. So he got that, which is cool. And yeah, these anti-tank guns are good for securing ground because they're kinetic and they have good stealth, so you can sort of set up ambush points, but Not sure I'd put it there, like maybe there or something. Whoa. Oh, I don't want to drive into that. Don't want to drive into that. Oh dear. Well, that's life. Oh, there, I just switched it off. Well, that's good that I switched it off. It's just it should have already been off, so that's bad play from me. That it wasn't like that already. Right, so these, I want the idea being that as soon as he shows himself, I'm going to sideshot him. This guy's getting very into it. Bye-bye M109. We are getting hit by some like max vet 105s or something. Somewhat frustrating. Oh, my bad. That was very silly of me, actually. Thankfully, our enemy is pretty incompetent, so even though we're playing like crap, it's all good. That's what you like to see. Anyway, I do need to do something about this, but I don't get a recon helo. I saw him put somebody in there at the start, so I do need to clear that out. And yeah, I just keep losing stuff to their superior, more or less everything, so I can't come down this road because of that. And I don't have the RT to deal with it. I should have got some self-propelled stuff, kept it at the back. Self-propelled, whatever. MLRS. Just used it for stuff like that. Move it halfway through the volley. But I didn't think, so I suffer. I did not think, therefore I am not. Only the true Redditors will. I'm smart, I go on Reddit. So yeah, they seem to have plotted that there's somebody in here. Somehow, probably doesn't take a genius, so they're going to try and weasel their way back in here, or back in here. We're on a +4, and that's because we own this zone. That gives us a +2, and then we must own one additional zone, basically, although I don't see where it is, so... Oh, it's this. So, you know, we're doing our part, and, you know, if you get into this habit of, oh, I need to help everybody, that's what I do, because, you know, because I'm a good person. I feel like most 10v10 players don't suffer from this, but if you're like, oh, I need to help everybody, then you tend to just kind of throw your lane, and then people just call you bad, even though the reason you lost all your units is because you were trying to bail out some other dude, but nobody cares, nobody cares. So you gotta keep it together. But yeah, I wish I had a recon helo so I could sort of fly over this, but it's like I'm not gonna be able to. No, well, no, okay. Well, there was no speed, so. But yeah, we'll move it closer now that we're actually all the way up here. But yeah, I should have invested in well, a better division, but generally I should have got better RT. I think that's the big takeaway here. Can't fix the division. Could have fixed the RT problem. I just didn't think. It's like I just got a cheeky side shot there, but yeah, I can't really kill these unless they just play like an idiot. Especially now that I've lost the mediocre stealth on the SD100s. My best ATGM is 16 pets, so usually you drop a cluster plane on them, but in 10v10 there's going to be like a Guerrilla and Ihawks back here, so it's not so straightforward. I just need to make sure, because this guy, oh, it's just the AI, that explains a lot. He's just pushing way too aggressively, and he might just throw the game, frankly. So. Yeah, if you know, you gotta obviously don't do nothing, but you gotta scratch your nose constantly and never do anything about it. But yeah, I don't really have anything to stop these. I guess I'll start saving up for some planes or something. And that doesn't have good stealth anymore, so it just gets caught out. It's a shame, really. But let's see what I can do about it. Okay. Oh no, he's gonna die because that thing's got. Yeah, he's just flying towards it. Well, yeah, if you fly towards the enemy, you tend to die. I don't know if anybody ever told you that. Anyway, so we'll get this, but we need to save up for a second plane. I can't do anything about these, so I need to do a sacrificial plane. Oh, okay. And so it's SS patrol, so it doesn't have AT, so I'm not concerned. So I'm just going to unload on top of him with the Streltsy. And well, he's got satchels, so maybe that's not a good idea either. But the OT should kill him. It's this thing. That has AT, so it's a good job that died. So there's no synchronization. Like, if I knew he was doing that, we both do it at the same time and stuff, but I mean, we don't know each other, we're not speaking to each other. It's as much my fault as it is his. So the idea is you get this out ahead of the cluster. So I'll wait till he gets really close. The issue is, as you can see, I'm not killing them. So that's the main concern. Anybody can rout their zero tank, that's not complicated. So I could have been faster there. That's not my problem. I am just going to turn this down a little bit because it is messing up my ears. I do have a problem with my headset where the left audio keeps cutting out. I've got a loose cable somewhere. Just unplug my headphones. No, that's not working. Well, I'll fix it after this. So yeah, the idea is I'll wait till I've got 2 of these. Oh, okay. Keep saving up. The other thing you can do is, of course, you know, get the flanking shots on and so on. But we did what we were here to do. Is that my phone? I need to itch my nose again, clearly. We did what we were here to do, so now we just need to make sure we don't lose it in the next 1 minute. And I bought too much, so I won't be able to afford that cluster plane again, because it's not 1v1 income, it's 10v10 income. So that wasn't very smart, but there it is. I'm not very smart. And this is presumably an AI, I don't know what the hell he's doing. No, that's a real player. But yeah, we took the zone, and they can't really get back in. They seem adverse to buying infantry, they just want to buy a bunch of Vet Zero challenges, so they're just always low cohesion because we hit them once, they have to go back, we hit them once, they have to go back, and that's all we have to do for the next 45 seconds, so let's get these out. Is this faster or slower? I think it's slower. So I don't know how many of them are going to disappear, but if we can get one, we don't really have to get any, it's just because I have the tool and, you know, I'm going to try for that. I got one. I think I got both. So it did die, the whole point is that the rocket plane, but there's just too much air in 10v10. Like, there's like 6 things right there, so I could have evac this way, but I didn't know they were there, so there you go, we did it. We saved the warning order. So 303 check can, I mean, obviously I was negative on the KD, but we took the zone. I do owe a lot of that to K4B with 0 ranked games. And I did get 2 of them at the end there, so that's all that matters really. And yeah, it's just about having a bit of fun, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed that 303 check showcase. Generous channel joiners, generously join in there, yeah.